Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. So today I'm Abhay Chopra and today we are going to talk about the difference between product design and UX design because a lot of you have asked me about this. So let's go. So, what is a UX designer and what is a product designer? Let's just start by telling you that product designer has been divided into two parts. One is an innovator and one is an optimizer. So who is an innovator? Innovator product designer is someone who works at a startup and it takes the startup from 0 to 1. That is, the startup is just being launched and it doesn't know about does it have a market fit, or does its product or its services are required in the market or not. So these kind of product designers look into the factor that work on the factor that these things are really important to the market or not, or someone would buy those services or buy that product in the market or not. They try to find out the right fit in the market for that particular product, and along with that they want to cater to the user needs, as well as they want to look at the business aspects of the whole startup as well, because at the end it's about the business, right? It's about earning profits. So innovator is something like that, and optimizers are morely, or I would say some at some level called the UX designers. So what a optimizer does? So optimizer is someone who who takes the startup from one to someplace else. So that is how they work. So they work once the product has been designed. They work on the ideation, they work on the iteration, they work on specific features, they work on how they can make the product much better for the users, how they can cater more users, how they can increase their target audience, how they can make a product more engagement plus, or how they can increase the conversion rates. These kinds of things are handled by a UX designer. So let me tell you what are the kind of roles that a product designer and a UX designer does in a company. So first, let's talk about UX designer. So UX designer is someone who can be hired by a startup, who can be hired by any company that wants to hire them. But few factors that I really want to talk about is that it is more of an academic based thing. We need to have academic knowledge about what is UX, what are the terms that are used in a UX culture. Along with that, it is more over towards making decisions by getting feedback from the users and then making decisions that will increase or that will be benefited for the business of the startup. So UX designer does a lot of research about feature prioritization, about which color should be used, which cards should be used, how we can increase the conversion, which item should be on the front page, which item should be on the back page, how all of these things work, what should the user flow, the information architecture, all of those things. Now, what a product designer does? A product designer does all these things, but they also think about the product strategies, because that is the part of their design, part of their job. Product strategies means they have to think about the business aspects as well, that how these things, where they affect the business, how we can increase the conversion rate, how all of these things are really affecting the business or the startup that they're working for. Now, one of the programs that is very famous is from Stanford. There's a bachelor program in Stanford, which is specifically focused on product design. And there are very rare programs in all over the world who specifically focus on product design or user experience design. One more thing that I want to talk about is that the ownership that a product designer gets when they are trying to work. So as I said, product designers are mostly who take the startup from 0 to 1. So that is somewhere the product designers work a lot, and when they are in the starting phase of the startup, they get equity, they get some ownership, they get some part of the business. That's why they feel more ownership towards what they're trying to do, and that's why they feel more confident when they're trying to do their work. Along with that, at the end, I really want to talk about the salaries in India, at least. What are the average salaries that a product designer and a user experience designer does? So I have opened Glassdoor. I'm using Glassdoor. So the source of this particular salary numbers are from the Glassdoor. So for a user experience designers in India is average of 982 K, that is 9,80,000 per year. That is the average salary of a user experience designer in India. and for a product designer it's closely around 10 lakh 30,000. So most of the salaries combined towards the same area only, but I as a personal level feel that user experience designer earns less than a product designer. So that is my input. All the contents of this video were from my personal viewpoint and what I learned and what I know from by being in this industry for a long time. So if you guys have any questions, you can comment down below. You can follow me and you can join our community. All those links will be in the description box below. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.
But I'm just getting started.